What if just 1 cup of beet juice each morning could quietly trigger a chain reaction in your body, boosting blood flow, clearing brain fog, and recharging your energy like a forgotten battery? For adults over 60, this isn't hype. It's a discovery more and more seniors are waking up to. And for some, the results feel almost irreversible. Welcome to Wise Aging Seniors, your trusted corner for real stories, science-backed nutrition, and small, powerful changes that help you thrive after 60. If you've ever wondered whether food can still change how you feel, think, and move, this story is for you. Meet Maris. She's 67, lively in spirit, but not long ago, her body told a different story. Mornings were the hardest. She'd wake up already tired, hands cold, thoughts scattered. Her doctor told her, "That's just aging." But Maris wasn't ready to settle. Not yet. Then came a casual lunch with an old friend who looked brighter, sharper, more energized than she remembered. That friend mentioned a strange habit, drinking beet juice every morning. Beet juice. Maris had seen it at the store, but always walked right past it. Earthy, strange, and bright red. It didn't seem like her kind of drink. But something about her friend's story stuck. The next morning, Maris took her first sip. And that's when everything began to shift. What followed was a transformation, one rooted not in supplements or surgeries, but in a single daily choice. And today, we're going to break down exactly how beet juice helped Maris boost her circulation, revive her energy, and sharpen her mind, plus how you can safely try it yourself. So tap like if you believe food can be medicine, and let's dive in. So what's the big deal with beet juice? It turns out, this deep red root is more than just a colorful vegetable. It's a powerhouse of nutrients, especially for aging bodies. First, beet juice is rich in natural nitrates. When you drink it, those nitrates convert into something called nitric oxide in your body. Sounds technical, right? But here's why it matters. Nitric oxide helps your blood vessels relax and expand. That means better circulation, more oxygen flowing to your heart, your brain, and your muscles. And if you've ever felt cold fingers, tired legs, or like your mind's moving through fog, poor circulation might be a big part of the reason. That's exactly what was happening with Maris before she made her simple switch. Second, beet juice delivers a hit of powerful antioxidants called betalains. These compounds help reduce chronic inflammation, the kind that creeps in as we age and contributes to joint pain, fatigue, memory problems, and even heart issues. Maris didn't understand the science at first, but she felt the difference. Within a week of drinking just a small glass in the morning, her hands weren't as cold. Her morning walks felt easier. And her mind? Clearer, sharper, like someone had turned the lights back on. Third, beet juice supports mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the little power plants inside your cells, and beet juice helps them run more efficiently, giving you more energy naturally, without caffeine or sugar crashes. And here's what makes this especially exciting. These benefits aren't just found in small studies or wellness blogs. Clinical research is catching up, with studies showing real improvements in blood pressure, brain function, and endurance, especially in older adults. But let's be real, beet juice has a strong flavor. Some love it, others, not so much. So here's our engagement question for you. Have you ever tried beet juice? Tell us in the comments, love it or hate it. And if you haven't tried it yet, would you? Or are you curious but cautious? Stick around, because in the next part of the video, we'll share how Maris customized her beet juice, the results she saw in just 14 days, and one important warning every senior should hear before starting. Irreversible change number 1, cardiovascular boost. For Maris, the shift didn't happen overnight. But within 3 weeks of adding beet juice to her morning routine, something subtle but powerful began to change. She no longer felt winded during her morning walks. The stiffness in her legs began to ease. And the biggest surprise? At her next checkup, her doctor noticed something she hadn't seen in years, a healthy drop in blood pressure. This wasn't coincidence. It was science in action. You see, beet juice is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. Once in your body, these compounds convert into nitric oxide, which gently relaxes and widens your blood vessels. That improved circulation helps your heart do its job with less effort. And when your heart isn't working over time, your blood pressure can naturally begin to normalize without needing to reach straight for medication. In Maris's case, it was the first time she felt like she had real control over her cardiovascular health. Not just monitoring numbers on a chart, but actually doing something her body responded to. This isn't just anecdotal. Research backs it up. Studies show that drinking beet juice regularly, especially for older adults, can lead to a significant drop in systolic blood pressure. That's the top number in your reading and the one most closely tied to heart attack and stroke risk. But there's more. When blood flows more easily, your cells get more oxygen and nutrients. That means more energy, less fatigue, and even better brain performance, because your brain is finally getting the fuel it needs. Maris noticed that too. Her morning walk around the block turned into 2 blocks, then 3. What used to feel like a chore started feeling like a ritual. She had more pep in her step, and her posture even improved. All from a small glass of beet juice before breakfast. Now, here's the prevention tip. If you're managing high blood pressure or trying to avoid meds, beet juice could be a natural support. But it's not a replacement. Always talk to your doctor first, especially if you're on medication. Start with a half glass, diluted with water, and see how your body responds. And if walking without getting tired or climbing stairs without stopping sounds like a dream, just imagine what one small morning habit might do. Irreversible change number 2, cognitive clarity. Maris didn't expect this one. She started drinking beet juice hoping for more energy. But about 2 weeks in, something surprising happened. Her brain felt clearer. No more losing her train of thought mid-sentence. No more standing in the kitchen, wondering what she walked in for. And those embarrassing pauses in conversations, they started to fade. She wasn't just feeling better physically. She felt mentally sharper, more present, and more like herself again. So what happened? The answer lies in what beet juice does beyond the heart. Remember how we talked about nitric oxide improving blood flow? That benefit isn't limited to your legs or your heart. It reaches your brain too. And when your brain gets better circulation, it gets more oxygen and nutrients, 2 things it needs to function at its best. That's especially important for seniors, as blood flow to the brain tends to slow down with age, leading to memory issues and cognitive decline. But beet juice doesn't stop there. It also contains betalains, natural antioxidants that help fight oxidative stress in the brain. Think of oxidative stress as rust for your neurons. Over time, it can wear down your brain's sharpness. But betalains help protect your brain cells and may even support the growth of new ones. Maris didn't know any of this at first. She just noticed that reading the paper became easier. Recalling names and appointments got smoother. Her family even pointed it out. "Mom, you seem quicker these days." That's when she realized this wasn't just a fluke. Her brain was responding to the fuel it had been missing. And here's the powerful truth. You don't need to solve a crossword puzzle every morning or memorize long lists to support your brain. Sometimes it starts with better nutrition, with real food that wakes up your body and your mind. So here's your engagement prompt. What helps you stay sharp? Would you add a drink like beet juice to your routine? Share your tips in the comments. Someone else in our community might need exactly what's worked for you. And stay tuned, because the next change Maris noticed had to do with energy, the kind that lasts all day, without coffee, naps, or sugar crashes. Irreversible change number 3, natural energy and stamina. This was the change Maris didn't even dare to hope for. Before beet juice, her afternoons were slow, heavy, and filled with yawns. She often needed a nap just to make it through the day. But now, she was out in the garden pulling weeds, planting tomatoes, and trimming roses, without crashing by 3 p.m. Her get up and go had come back. And it didn't take a new medication, a gym membership, or an expensive energy drink. It took beets. Here's how it works. Beet juice doesn't just boost circulation and brain power. It actually helps your cells produce more energy. Inside every cell in your body are tiny power plants called mitochondria. They're responsible for converting the food you eat into usable energy. But as we age, mitochondria get sluggish, and that's when we start feeling chronically tired, even after a good night's sleep. Beet juice contains natural compounds that enhance mitochondrial efficiency. That means your cells get better at generating energy, and you start feeling the difference. For Maris, it was like someone flipped a switch. No more post-lunch crash. No more staring at the TV, too tired to move. She had the stamina to do the things she loved again, like spending time in the garden, walking the dog, or baking with her granddaughter. And here's the best part. The energy felt clean. No jitters, no crashes, just a steady, natural rhythm that carried her through the day. But yes, beet juice has a strong flavor, and that's a deal breaker for some. So here's Maris's tip. She adds a splash of lemon and a slice of fresh ginger to her morning beet juice. It cuts the earthy taste, adds a refreshing kick, and boosts the health benefits even more. Lemonade's digestion, and ginger helps fight inflammation. You can also dilute beet juice with water or mix it with carrot or apple juice to make it more palatable. The key is finding a version that works for you and sticking with it consistently. Because the truth is, real energy doesn't come from caffeine. It comes from nourishment. Imagine waking up and knowing your body has what it needs to carry you through the day, with stamina, clarity, and vitality. That's what Maris discovered. And if she can do it at 67, so can you. A quick but important word of caution. Now, as incredible as beet juice can be, it's not for everyone. And that's something we take seriously here at Wise Aging Seniors. Because no health tip is one size fits all, especially when it comes to bodies over 60. Let's talk about a few important things to know before you start sipping. First, beet juice is naturally high in oxalates. Oxalates are compounds found in many healthy foods, but in some people, especially those prone to kidney stones, they can build up and cause problems. If you've had kidney stones before, or you're at risk, it's smart to limit beet juice or talk to your doctor first. Second, start slow. Maris didn't begin by chugging a full glass every morning. She started with just half a cup, diluted with water, to let her body adjust. That's a gentle, senior-friendly way to test how your body responds, without overwhelming your system. Third, watch your blood sugar. Beets are naturally sweet. While they don't cause the same sugar spike as soda or candy, they can raise glucose levels in some people, especially if you have type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. If that's you, try drinking beet juice alongside fiber-rich food or protein, and be sure to monitor your blood sugar after your first few servings. Maris, for example, pairs her beet juice with breakfast, usually something balanced like scrambled eggs and whole grain toast. That way, she gets the benefits without the crash. And here's the real truth. Listening to your body is the most powerful health habit you can have. Beet juice may be a game changer for one person and not the right fit for another, and that's okay. What matters is knowing your body, asking questions, and starting any new habit with awareness and intention. If you have any existing health conditions or you're unsure, check in with your healthcare provider first. A quick chat could save you from unexpected surprises and help you make the most of this potential super drink. Because when it comes to aging well, smart choices always beat fast fixes. And when those smart choices are natural, delicious, and easy to try from home, even better. Maris didn't overhaul her life. She didn't go on a crash diet. She didn't join a gym or spend a fortune on supplements. She made one change, one glass of beet juice each morning, and her body responded in ways she never imagined. Her energy returned. Her thoughts sharpened. Her walks became easier. And for the first time in years, she felt in control of how she aged. So here's the question. What if your fatigue, brain fog, and circulation issues aren't signs of getting old, but signs your body is waiting for a boost? Because your body doesn't stop listening after 60. It's still paying attention. It's still capable of healing, rebuilding, and thriving if you give it the right tools. Tap like if you believe your body still listens. Subscribe to Wise Aging Seniors for more real stories, smarter strategies, and natural solutions designed especially for life after 60. And if you're wondering what Maris added next to support her joints and calm inflammation, don't miss this. Watch out next video on the morning drink that reduced arthritis pain in 10 days. Your next chapter might be one small habit away.